Hi, how you do? Welcome. Um, have you ever heard about the name Leon Garrick? Leon Garrick, the former West Indian cricketer. We're gonna talk about Leon Garrick today. Oh my, such a tremendous talent, but he didn't make it far in West Indies cricket. Why? Why? Hi, how you do? Welcome again. Today we're going into a different era, investigative, um, the investigative side of West Indies cricket, and we have to go back to this player, Leon Garrick. If you are follower of West Indies cricket, first class cricket, I mean domestic cricket played in the West Indies between the various nations, just like the 4-day championship now, Jamaica, the Barbados, the Guyana, all of those teams, Trinidad and Tobago, you must have heard about the name Leon Garrick. You must have heard about that name. Leon Garrick was a king in first class cricket, but he didn't make it far. He didn't make it far at all in West Indies cricket. Sometimes I ask myself why. You see, I was familiar with Leon Garrick because of the area that he's from in Jamaica. Leon Garrick is from the Middlesex area of Jamaica, which includes Fenton, Clarendon, Manchester. He's actually from Fenton, where I'm from an area called Discovery Bay. Yes, when you hear about Discovery Bay, you must have known about the whole situation of Columbus and so on. That was that is where Leon Garrick is from. I'm not far. I'm the only far from there. I live up the road, more on the north coast. So Leon, I was familiar because it caught my eye. Because remember now, he played for Senton and he also played for Kaiser. If Kaiser is a backside company, he usually played cricket also. They usually have a cricket team. Leon Garrick usually played there, right? Um, so I know about the name. Yes, because wow, here's a Fenton native going on very, very good in the Jamaica team. Okay? So of course he came through the Jamaica youth system, the rank. So he played U15 cricket, U19. He make his debut for Jamaica in 1997. That's the senior team. The senior team. Right? Leon Garrick and Chris Gayle have a partnership in the West Indies in domestic cricket that no other partner, no other batsman have break from 2001. Yes, in 2001, I will never forget listening to the radio. At that time, domestic cricket usually come on radio, and I was listening, and Leon Garrick and Chris Gayle was batting. I think if my memory serves me right, they batted for 2 days, 2 full days. They batted. The opening partnership of 425 set in 2001 by Garrick and Gayle has never been touched. No one has gone near that partnership. They batted for Jamaica in West Indies franchise cricket. Gayle and Garrick. While Gayle, at that time 2001, Gayle already played Test and ODIs for the West Indies. Garrick did not. Garrick did not. So Gayle already playing Test and ODIs. Garrick did not make the team, although him and Gayle was the opener for the Jamaica team. Garrick got his chance in the same year, 2001. The West Indies called him for that series against South Africa. Yes. And in the practice game, in the practice game, in the practice match, he made 174 against South Africa team. So in the practice game Against South Africa, Garrick make 174, right? Not out. Then he was called to the test team. And I never forgot this again. As a youngster listening, knowing and hoping that this man from Senton, we were so proud. The entire Senton was proud. Discovery Bay, Jamaica, Garrick was there. Sabina Park was full. The test was at Sabina Park. Sabina Park was full to see Leon Garrick. Senton people drove to Kingston to see Leon Garrick. And lo and behold, remember, he's coming off 174 not out against South Africa in the practice game. I never forget this. Alan Donald, the great South African bowler. The first ball bowled to Leon Garrick, he was out. Ducks. It was a hard one to swallow. It was a very, very hard one to swallow. The first ball, he was ducked. In the second innings, Garrick struggled. He batted for over an hour and a half and could come up with only 27 runs. I remember at that time, the West Indies team have about 6 or 7 Jamaicans in it at the time. A lot of Jamaican was in that West Indies test team, and they move on to a next territory in the Caribbean. After the Sabina Park test, they moved, and Garrick didn't play again. He did not play one more test match. It was the only test match that Garrick played for the West Indies team. I believe they could have given him a chance, a next chance, but he was dropped for the second test. Yes, and Garrick has never ever played for the West Indies again in Test cricket. He played some ODI matches. Not impressive in any way. His score was 76. But he didn't play a lot of ODI matches, as I said. But his main area was the 4-day. He was very good in domestic 4-day. But Garrick didn't get a chance again after 2001. Unfortunately, after 2002 to 3, he hung up his bat. He put up his bat and say he's finished with it. But Leon Garrick is one of the best or the greatest Jamaica batsman in terms of opening. In terms of opening for Jamaica, Leon Garrick is one of the best. He didn't get much chance at the test level. But I'm just going to read his stats playing for the West Indies, international cricket. He played 1 test, 2 innings, not out. Both times he have been out. His run is 27, average of 13.5, right? So that was it for Garrick in terms of test. 3 ODIs, 3 innings, runs 99, high score 76. His average was 33. And that was the whole thing with Leon Garrick. But his name will always be remembered in Jamaica as one of the greatest openers for the Jamaica team. And that record of 425 with him and Chris Gayle is the highest by any opening partnership in West Indies domestic cricket. In West Indies domestic cricket. What could it be for Leon Garrick? If you know the man and you understand what I'm saying. If you don't know him, go and look up on Leon Garrick. Yeah, the man only played 1 test for West Indies. 1 test for West Indies. So sorry, he met on that great bowler Alan Donald, and such is life. Such is life. But as I said, let me know. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let us talk in the comment section, man. That partnership with Gayle and Garrick and the whole Garrick story. If you know Garrick, you know him. He's not afraid to express himself. Until then, take care. This is Island Up in Sport.